Hi everybody. If you think I'm handsome, hit the like button. If you would like to hear more and watch more of me, then hit the subscribe button. And if you want to share with all your friends how handsome I'm looking, then hit the share button. That don't work. Hi, I'm Johnny. Thank you for visiting Fight for Decency. This channel is all about fighting back with a very effective strategy to get our country back. And I'm really frustrated tonight. I got to tell you guys, I'm really frustrated. I just saw a video from a doctor or a surgeon that explained all the bad things about our current healthcare system, and it was really revealing. And this from a surgeon. And what I was trying to do is, because there are some people like the Duran, Alex Christoforou, has a YouTube channel that he talks about, and I love the way he starts. He always starts with, let's talk about some news, right? And he's in Athens, Greece, or Cyprus, Greece, and he talks about geopolitics. And I noticed that what he does is he somehow gets the clip, a YouTube clip, and then he incorporates it with his video. And that's what I tried to do tonight, and I just couldn't do it. So I'm going to ask you, please, in the description of this video, the very top line, the very top link is going to be this 10-minute video about a surgeon talking about how it is that corporate healthcare system is really bad for American society and doctors and nurses. And so this channel is about talking about a particular strategy, a solution of how we get our country back. You see the result and the reason why. Careful, I'm supposed to take this off with two hands. The reason why we are where we're at, where we have corporations taking over hospitals and giving us this horrific healthcare system, is because we have allowed neoliberals, the oligarchs, take over our country. And one of the ways that they've done that is to ensure that there are two elections in America. The first election is done with oligarchs, with their money. Once they get through electing who they are interested in, make sure that they're going to pass legislation and regulation to make sure that they continue getting a lot of money on the expense of the working class. Then they turn around and say, now it's your turn. Now you can vote. That's not representative democracy. That's oligarchy, and that's what we're fighting against. The problem is that we're not making any inroads, and we're not making any progress. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way to truly fight back and get our country back, and fight the oligarchs and fight the neoliberals. And it's outrageously simple. If you stop and think about it, we can get our country back by Labor Day 2027. So real quick, I want to talk to you about the strategy, okay? It goes like this. You need 4 things in order to get your country back by Labor Day 2027. The first thing you need to do is understand the basics of neoliberalism, what that is, because it is the very reason why we're struggling today and why we no longer have the American dream. Number 2, you need to know and have the basic knowledge of what is called modern monetary theory, how countries who issue their own currency taxes and spends. Understand the basics of modern monetary theory. And number 3, go to Lawrence Lessig's TED Talk, and talking about what free and fair elections look like and why it's important that we get free and fair elections. Those are the 3 things that you want to know. And I have the links of those 3 things. Well, actually, I tell everybody to go to a YouTube channel and watch a 5-part series called This is Neoliberalism. Believe me when I tell you, if you watch that whole 5-part series, you're going to have a really good understanding of how it is we got where we're at, why we're struggling so much as working class people, why things are going up in price, okay, everywhere, and why there are monopolies in place that are raping us and that are just taking full advantage of the working class, and why it is that Wall Street, we're going to have another financial crash because we don't have industrial capitalism in America anymore. We have finance capitalism, where money makes money. Oligarchs are not interested in making things. They're only interested in making money off of money through capital gains. And let's see, where was I? The second thing you want to know, okay, so neoliberalism. Then there's a video by Dr. Stephanie Kelton. It's in the description of this video. Watch that. It's called Modern Monetary Theory. It's called the Dr. Stephanie Kelton's presidential lecture. And lastly, you'll see the link to about Lawrence Lessig's TED Talk on free and fair elections. And then watch all my videos. Here's the strategy. By Labor Day 2027, we, the people in America, are going on a 60-day sabbatical. That means that you got to store green beans and water. You can't have any emergencies. Be prepared. Don't have any babies. Take care of all your medicines. Get stocked up. You need to have food and water enough for 60 days because we are going to go on a 60-day sabbatical. And we're going to do that by simply wearing red and white on our bodies and on our vehicles as we drive down the road. This is the uniform this patriotic army is going to wear. Red and white. Anywhere on your body. I've made silicone bands saying this deadly ideology, neoliberalism, I will fight and defeat. Wear it on your body and put ribbons of red and white cloth ribbons on your door handles so that they can stream out 2 or 3 feet as you're driving down the road. That tells everybody you know that you are a fighter, you are a patriot, and you're going to fight to get your country back from the oligarchs that took it from us. Then other people are going to watch that. Not only is your neighbor and your co-worker and the people down the street and so on, but the American truck driver is going to watch it again. He's going to see that. Once we reach critical mass, that means 33 million people in America wearing red and white on their bodies and put it on their vehicles, we're going to reach groupthink. And after a while, you're going to feel very uncomfortable not having red and white on your body and on your vehicle as you drive down the road because you understand what that means. That represents that we are going to fight back, and we're going to fight back. And here's a kicker, with power. The reason why we haven't gotten anywhere is because there's no power behind the protests. There's no power behind ballot initiatives. There's no power behind writing your legislature. There's no power about that stuff. God bless you. God bless you that you're trying, that you're actually doing something to fight back. But I'm telling you right now, they ignore that because it's not backed by power. It's backed by reason, common sense, and decency. And we are dealing with an indecent people. Oligarchs are indecent. They don't give a care about working class people. They only care about their profits. As liberals that they are, they're the new liberal, which means that there's a certain way to make profits now, right? Neoliberal. So we have to talk their language, and their language is power, and we're going to show them power, and this is how we're going to do it. If they do not give us 2 things by Labor Day, the oligarchs, by Labor Day 2027, if the oligarchs don't direct their representatives who are in office right now, presidents, senators, judges, congressmen, because we didn't pick them. It wasn't our dollar that put them there. It was their dollar. Okay? So let's be clear on that. They're going to tell their representatives that we're going to demand 2 things. 2 things. Number 1, free and fair elections according to Lawrence Lessig and his guidance and his expertise. Now, not that he asked for this, not that he's involved in this, because he's not. Nobody asked him, but he's the only person that we can trust that knows and understands what free and fair elections looks like. And number 2, a mere vote on universal health care. Not to pass, but a mere vote by Labor Day 2027. Now, this isn't a threat. This is just, hey, we would feel a lot better about our future prospects to having and obtaining the American dream if you were to do those 2 things for us. Because if you don't, we're too stressed out. We need a spiritual sabbatical. We're going to take 60 days off. And during those 60 days, we're going to talk to one another. We're going to study political economy. We're going to understand what neoliberalism is. We're going to understand what modern monetary theory is. And we're going to talk to each other. And we're going to try to figure out what it is we're going to do next to get our country back. And one thing that comes in mind, a couple of things really. Number 1 is that once you understand neoliberalism, you'll understand that the fire sectors of our economy is a big part of the raping of the middle class and the working class. because they're able to raise the prices on finance, insurance, and real estate, fire sectors. We, the people, can look at that and attack those industries. And the way we attack it, and don't fret, but the way we attack it is simply altogether agree to not pay those sectors of our economy. If we're actually going to go on a 60-day sabbatical and they allow us to do that, then we're going to show them real, true blue power. We're not going to pay those sectors of our economy when we go back to work after 60 days. We'll work, we'll pay for food, we'll pay to go out to the movies, but we'll not pay insurance companies, we will not pay our mortgage, our rent, we will not pay any kind of insurance. We won't pay our car payments. Let's see them all kick everybody out of our homes. Let's see them all repossess all our cars. People, this is power. And they don't understand nothing but power. This is the language we have to speak. And we're not going to do it with violence. We're not going to do it with guns. None of that. We're going to do it smartly. We're going to use our heads. We all know, and they know, that a lot of families are 2 paychecks away from being homeless. If it's debt that the oligarchs want from the working class, then we're going to give them debt. Now, what are they going to do? You see, people, we're not going to go on a 60-day sabbatical. Once this is out and once people start to understand what has happened to us over the last 40 years, they're going to start to get very, very nervous, because they're going to realize that we caught on, we understand, and we know how to fight back with true blue, no kidding power. It isn't going to happen. They won't allow it. They'll do like they have centuries and centuries ago for hundreds of years. They'll pack up all their resources, they'll pack up all their things and go away to their homes and live to fight another day, because this battle we will win. Believe me when I tell you, I'm not joking, I'm serious. I'm very serious. This isn't a joke. This is for real. You truly can have a better life in the American dream by Labor Day 2027. And here's the kicker. The person that we have in the president right now is a neoliberal through and through. Make no mistake. This guy is neoliberal. And the people that voted for him said that he's for the working class. Well, we're going to give him that opportunity. If we have the courage to go through with this strategy and do what we need to do to get our country back, put on the uniform, put on this uniform, put it on our cars and our vehicles, talk to the truck drivers whenever you get a chance and tell them we're counting on you as a new representative, the real representative of the people, to exert your power on our behalf. I'm telling you, when Trump sees this, being a neoliberal, and knowing Trump, that he's also vain, he will put to death the neoliberal ideology once and for all in a New York minute, because he will be known as the president that gave us back the American dream. You don't think that's enticing? The oligarchs are going to go over there and say, hey, I don't like you because you're not part of me, but I can deal with you because, well, you're just not that, don't have it all. But boy, can you imagine if their attitude towards Trump was that, and Trump is being looked at as a true man of the people with power, and tell them, because a crisis is going to come forth. We don't want the crisis, right? We're not asking for a crisis. We're just telling the oligarchs this is what we're going to do. The crisis is going to be because you took our country, and we are going to fight back. That is the crisis. It's not on us. It's on you for your indecency and not understanding that we, the people, are not dumb. We know how to fight back, and we're going to fight back with power. Trump will pass free and fair elections, and he will be the last president the oligarchs will ever pick. And that's good news for us. So if you did not vote for Trump, then you have this opportunity. If you did vote for Trump, then you're going to be proven right. because he wasn't a part of the establishment, and he did do for the people. But believe me when I tell you, if we do not stand with courage and follow this strategy with power, then he'll be no different than Trump 1, Obama, Bush, Clinton, no different. Neoliberal through and through. And we continue on with this indecency. Fight for decency. Listen, like this video, subscribe to the video, and share this video to everyone you know, and do it yourself. You understand the basics. There are 4 things. Know what neoliberalism is. Know what modern monetary theory is. Understand the first step is a free and fair elections, and understand that you as an individual, as one person, have to make a decision whether you want to fight. And all that is necessary, all that is involved in this fight on your behalf, is to believe that you have the power. That you truly do, as an individual, have the power, and wear the red and white. Put it on your body, and you're done. You did your part. Be prepared. You know, the sabbatical has to be genuine. It has to be true and genuine. You have to be ready. But I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen if you do and take care of what you're supposed to do. And once you do that and you tell people and they understand, then it's up to them to make their decision. And at the end of the day, as time passes, once people understand what's going on, we'll really know the character, the true character of our nation. Whether we're people who are decent and that will fight for justice and for decency, or we are what the neoliberals said we are all along. I pray to God that's not you. I pray to God that's not the character of our country. The reason why we're not getting anywhere is because nobody's come up with a good strategy. Well, I'm telling you right now, this is it. This is the strategy. This is how we do it. Fight with me. Like, subscribe, share, put on the uniform. Soldier, we're at war, and we're going to win. If you have the courage, we're going to win.